Alright. And with that, we are back with Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Good times coming. Imprisonment begins in one's own mind. Whatever. Let's see. Is there anything else to talk about while I was here? Right. I was gonna talk to the storyteller after saving him from the dragon. Alright. The blind elf whispers something under his breath. Hearing your steps, he turns to you slowly. Greetings, Mendel. Have you brought me a new story? I want to discuss our encounter in the dragon's lair. I'm sure you do. You're wondering how I ended up there and why I wasn't killed, am I right? Why did you go to the tower? I've been looking for a certain tower for several years now, and in that place I had a strange feeling of recognition. It seems that tower once belonged to me a long time ago. Knowing my habits, I assumed that some records or other items that could answer the questions about my past may have remained in my home. Unfortunately, I realized too late that the tower was now the lair of a monster. How come the dragon didn't eat you? Despite their beastly tempers, dragons are clever creatures. But their way of life does not lend itself to civilized conversation, which is why they do sometimes enjoy a good chat, and even more, a good story. That was what saved me. I had to share a few of my stories with the dragon, hoping to win her over, or at least distract her. Let's see. Did you find anything of value in the tower? The storyteller nods politely. Yes, thanks to you, the dragon didn't have time to burn everything. I found the memories of my previous life, which I had forgotten long ago. Now everything is clear. Once again, please accept my gratitude for the miraculous rescue. I hope I never again have cause to meet a creature as voracious as that dragon. I found... See... Please examine the items I'm carrying. Perhaps some of them could tell a good story. Touch them and I'll tell you what I see. Now it is just a shard of the past, but I feel its power. The elf carefully strokes Tarendalev's claw. Only a great power can resist the most terrifying of enemies, oneself. Please allow me to immerse myself in this memory and learn the story of the spiritual resurrection of the greatest of silver dragons. A fragment of a ring appears in the old man's hand. What a powerful item. This ring was created by an inquisitive and free mind. As a rule, such people either become geniuses and creators of a new era or meet tragic ends. What was the fate of the creator of this object? We can find out together. Get me 4 vials of magic essence and 2 bars of cold iron, and I will reforge this ring. Shall we? Alright. Show a piece of Tarantula's claw. Tell me Tarantula's story to the end. The storyteller hangs his head, looking sickly and tired. How many times has the moon died and been reborn since I've been here? I have lost count. My friends brought me here. They said goodbye to me like always, but they looked at me like it was the last time they'd see me. Cowards. Insidious spawn. They were glad I was going to die, but I'll show them. Tarendalev will live, a new Tarendalev whose eyes are finally open. I hear the rustling of wings and I emerge from the cave where I imprisoned myself. Who is it? A friend? An enemy? Sunbeams refract off his scales as he hovers before me, surrounded by a glowing halo. The gold dragon, Helaseliax. A part of me wants to fly to him and make a circle of honor around him, as any good student should, but the part of me that turned my scales black is ready to seize his gleaming throat. How dare he fly here taunting his purity and innocence? He wants to humiliate me, drag me through the mud, but I will show him. No, what am I thinking? My mentor has come all this way to save me, I know. He would never abandon me. Someone called him to my aid. Moving heavily, I take flight to greet him, but my body, controlled by the foulness, straightens like an arrow. His vulnerable throat is so close. One strike, and I will destroy you, Helaseliax. What happened next? Did Helaseliax survive? I don't know, but I know the place where Tarendalev was believed to have sought refuge for her tarnished soul. I saw Sarkorian ruins, a wide branching tree next to them. Perhaps there will be something there that will shed some light on the fate of mentor and student. Something that can tell us how Tarendalev's strength of spirit helped her to ultimately overcome the foulness within her. Can you say anything about Tarendalev's future? The storyteller frowns. It's so strange that you should ask. We all know what happened to Tarendalev, but sometimes it seems I hear her voice in the visions. Her voice full of pain and despair, as if she is in darkness which she cannot escape. I cannot solve the mystery of this vision, but it worries me. I thank you for this story, storyteller. The storyteller answers, bowing slightly, and thank you, Mendel. So we got the Tarendalev's lair. Alright, give the storyteller the ring fragment and the necessary materials. Restore this relic for me. Okay. The storyteller sets the ring fragment and the bars of metal on his open palm. He clenches his fist, crumpling the metal like paper, and pours essence from the vials over it. You feel terrible heat rising from the elf's hand, and then he opens his fingers. You see a beautiful ring. A remarkable object, this. It was created by a talented spellcaster and is able to summon beings from other planes, as if the boundaries set by Pharasma do not exist for it. It is a powerful and dangerous item, but it was created by an honorable person. That is probably why it was not used at the crucial hour. There is quiet sadness in the storyteller's voice. Ring of Summoning. Right? One more thing. Turn with new stories. I'll be waiting. I found a page that might interest you. The storyteller carefully takes your find. Yes, you are right. Another piece of evidence from the past I have forgotten. The old elf's expression becomes withdrawn. Thank you. If you find more pages like this, please bring them to me. Maybe by putting them together, I will be able to lift the veil on the mystery surrounding my story. Alright, found a page that might interest you. Okay. That's it? Alright, didn't find anything to help him out. Alright, that's it. Now, what is the Ring of Summoning exactly? Let's see. Well, that sure is a story. As soon as you touch the relic, a vision comes over you. You witness the events as if you lived through them yourself. Together we can put an end to their tyrannical rule over us. Let them accept us and see us as people. Or if they try to subdue us by force as before, let them prepare to feel our pushback. We will force them to overturn their meaningless, superstitious ban on arcane magic. We will make them see us as people, not as evil witches. We will destroy the cursed prison of Threshold and set free the innocents within, doomed to wretched and unjust imprisonment. We will save Sarkoris, but only together. I therefore urge anyone and everyone for whom freedom is worth rebelling and fighting for to join our alliance. Your brother in magic, Opon. Another letter is ready. I seal it with wax and leave the imprint of my signet ring in the soft scarlet substance. There's no need to hide when reaching out to comrades. My fingers cramp up, tired of holding the quill that has rewritten over and over the same letter for what seems like the 100th time this morning. Clearly I need a break. I twist the ring of summoning on my finger, and a proud bird appears before me, its feathers gleaming with gold. The summoned bird waits patiently while I tie the letter to its leg, then it flies out the window. Yet another messenger dispatched. This bird, like so many others, will fly over Sarkoris to find a fellow practitioner of the arcane arts. Together we can bring about a revolution. We simply must unite our efforts. It is time to change our country, to overthrow the dictatorship oppressing us, to cast off the terror that has enveloped us, to stop the ruthless hunting of innocents. I leave my study and look into the guest room. The poor souls are sound asleep. A boy and a girl, both spellcasters, outlaws and criminals like me. They were on the run for 3 months until I offered them shelter here. They'll be hungry when they wake up. I need to get some bread and dried fish. And outside spring awaits. The smell of flowers creeps in to tickle my nose playfully. The sun smiles, eager to embrace me with its light, and the soft wind slyly kisses my cheeks, whispering in my ear, "It's going to be all right." Winter is behind us, and the glorious, well-fed, and hard-working city of Iz welcomes spring. I love my city. I love the people who live here. Nowhere else have I met such selfless and heartfelt people capable of coming to their neighbor's aid. of welcoming a stranger into their home and seating him by the hearth. They are the best people in the whole world until they get scared. Oh, my good is, how can you be so indifferent to the injustice reigning in Sarkoris? I'm getting emotional. Truly my heart is soft, and urges of rebellion only uneasily find a home within me. I see a girl sitting in an alleyway, shedding tears over her broken doll. I pass her by and glance back cautiously. She's sitting alone, no one else is around. The mark of a cartwheel scars her doll's mangled torso. It is beyond repair. I approach the girl carefully, take a seat, and smile at the child. She looks at me warily, but without fear. I look around again. Still no one is nearby. Ah, all right. I turn the signet on my finger, and the air above the sidewalk twists into the form of a tiny man made of whirlwinds. The garbage around him flies up in the air as the magic man starts moving, bowing dramatically, then grabs the doll and dances with it. The tears on the girl's cheeks dry instantly, replaced with laughter and joy. Then I hurry away. The tiny elemental will give the little one another minute or two of happiness, and then it will fade away. My act of kindness was a stupid risk, but that's what we're fighting for freedom, for children's laughter, for the feeling in our hearts that we've done everything right and in good conscience. Rumble and noise. The voices are loud and unkind, so scary that my dream dissolves instantly, scurrying away like a frightened animal. Stomping on the stairs, fists drumming on the door. I know these sounds. It's the sound of a night arrest, the sound of people entering a home to drag away an innocent into the night. I run to the next room, growling, "We're leaving!" But it's too late. The door swings open, and behind it there is a man with a huge black wolf at his feet. Cetre Devamai, suppressor of the voices of freedom, the scum who suffocated his own conscience while it was still in the crib. The lad I took in thrown himself at the brute, yelling, "Run, Sir Opon!" A brave kid indeed, but where can I run? Torches and spears flank the windows, while the soul taker and his henchmen bar the door. They stand there, swords drawn, demanding my surrender. The boy is already crumpled up and lying in the corner, bent in half from the blow of that scoundrel Cetre's fist. The wolf snarls, foam dripping from its maw. Surrender? Fat chance, you scum. I'll never make it out of here alive, but they'll not soon forget Sir Opon. I turn the signet on my finger, ready to set a dozen soul eaters loose. Yet I pause as a familiar face flashes in the doorway. A crying child, or a crying girl, next to a pale man and woman, surely her parents. They brought her to identify me, to ensure that I wouldn't escape the hunt through some trickery. What scoundrels! I will. What? What can I do? My beloved stretches out before my eyes. How many houses are there around me? How many families, how many people are sleeping in their beds right now? They are kind people, albeit unfairly cruel to us. Are you willing to bring monsters down on your city, Opon? On your neighbors? Would you watch them die, screaming and choking, fighting for breath? Would you watch your monsters rip the very souls out of their children? Do you have so much hate in you, Opon? Are you really a malevolent witch, a monster as they claim? I am shaken, as if someone has walked on my grave. I stand there, shivering, afraid of myself, as time slips away. The black wolf leaps forward, his teeth sinking into my hand. My fingers, bitten off entirely, disappear down his throat, while the ring of summoning groans, crushed by horrific jaws. I throw myself onto the floor and roll around, screaming and thrashing about, as if it helps. The brutes drag me to my feet and punch me in the stomach. My hand hurts as if the damn wolf were still chewing on it. For all my hopes and good intentions, this is my fate. The ring... Damn, that sucks. Alright, let's read this. The ring grants the wearer an ability to summon either axiomites or soul eaters, randomly selected, once per day as if they were summoned by a summon monster 8 spell. Caster level 15, DC 22. All allies, including the wearer within 30 feet, gain a +2 bonus to weapon damage rolls and a +2 bonus on saving throws against attacks made by creatures created by chaotic creatures. Or attacks made or effects by creatures. Chaotic effects. Okay. I'll put that on. Although I could give it to Socion instead. Let's see, he's got Conjuration. That's it. Hold on. Alright, give me a sec, everyone. All right, and we're back. Well, I'm just glad you drove safe instead of trying to rush. Yeah.
That's what I'm called.
Whatever.
Really?
All right. Let's see. So, at any rate, back with Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. All I did was really talk to the storyteller, get him to restore some items. And I was just talking to a few of the important NPCs in the area. But really, there ain't much else to do. So I'm going to get ready to go. The idea is that I'm going to head off to Winter Sun, deal with the events there. And pretty much everywhere else for that matter.
That is a ripoff. Look. $5.
I can't exit from here?
$5. That's not heated yet.
Oh.
But look at how little bit of fries they gave us. For $5.
Yeah, that is a ripoff.
You seen how my other boxes
Technically,
look like
that's one way to make somebody diet.
Remember how the other boxes of fries I had like this, how they had decent bit?
Just gates. Mm-hmm. Alright.
I was like, here, one serve.
Alright. Let's see. Yeah, I can tell the soldiers to do something now. Assign general. We gotta wait an hour. Okay. Fine. I'm gonna just have this general run about and destroy and just wreak havoc on the enemy armies. None of the demon armies really have a chance against them.
Oh, come
What the heck? Guess I'm not strong enough to just auto pass some of these fights now. Alright.
Do you think you can pull it open like this? Like this?
No. Here. I'll deal with it. Let's see.
I ripped off it not low enough.
Ah.
That's why I said, can you do it like that?
Technically, yes. But give me a sec.
Well, once you got the big part out of it, that's it, you like that.
Damn, this thing's gone tight. Alright, never mind.
So I wanted to try and reseal it.
Yeah, well, you lost your chance of that. That's the way to go. Well, bro, how you been? Okay-ish. Got any new anime? Aside from, like, right now we're watching the Elite Classroom. Any other anime you wanted to watch?
Well, there's that verb. More episodes of that burn
Oh, the Vermel thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, the anime about the guy that
I wonder
contracts.
if he's gonna turn into a demon.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure. Like, I was just gonna say she's clearly a succubus, but now I'm not sure because how much destructive. How much destructive power she's using.
She's a demon.
Could you stop?
Or worse, she got transformed.
You're welcome.
Thank you. But I also help too.
Yes, you helped yourself along with me helping you.
You said, can you stop, and look what I did.
Alright. Well, with that out the way, let's go back to...
If she turns him into a medium, she won't have to worry about going back to hell.
I think that's already that happens for like any summon, the way that anime's magic system works. Alright, anyway, back to the game here for a fireball. And kill the swarm. Let's see. Let's kill the Vescaver swarm right now. I really don't want to deal with them. I also don't want to deal with the dretch. Aside from that, we'll go deal with the Babals. They're done. Babals killed in a single swing by the champions. And then we'll just have our clerics heal them up. Okay, well. Almost healed up. Unfortunately, the demon still can deal some pretty good damage, so I could throw another fireball, but that ain't gonna really solve the issue. Throw a scorching ray at the cultist. And then I guess kill the cultist? Yeah, the cultist first. Yep. And then after that, we just focus on healing the last few.
This is too hard.
Seems alright to me.
It's too hard for me.
Alright, we'll hold the scouts. Seem to be a high priority target for the demons right now. Then we'll kill off the Minotaur axe throwers. The Burmerax are all that's left. And they can be beaten easily enough. Heal up the champions. Alright, we're good. Absolutely no casualties to speak of. I can't hit him with the fireball. Cast Bless. There. That's another demon army down.
Actually, are you actually purging the whole area of demons?
Yeah, on the last playthrough, I didn't actually do that, and it was noted.
Oh.
So this time, I'm actually gonna try to clear the field of all demons.
Oh, okay.
All right. The forces of the Templars of the Ivory Labyrinth have been destroyed. And now there is no obstacle to sending scouts within the enemy territory. Their reports will make the supply line safe from sudden attacks. Or their reports will make them safe from sudden attacks. Okay, yeah.
I
What's
need
up?
help again.
What do you need?
A little hole.
Just a little hole.
You just some up.
Alright.
But easily close it back up. This was a little hole.
I can make a hole. I can make a hole.
Now I'll open it.
Alright.
I didn't mean all the way through.
There you go.
On one side.
Alright. Well, anyway, that aside, we get a huge daily increase because of that one fight. Finance points times 100 daily increase, and then an extra 3,000 on top of that. We're gonna get all the demon armies completely done and dealt with this time around. None of them are safe. Well, we let them accept. Alright. Warriors have discovered what attracted such a horde of monsters, an impressive ambulance laboratory belonging to some insane alchemist. The laboratory... Yes, I like saying it like that. What happened?
The salad dressing is all the way in the corner over there.
Okay. I'll get it.
When?
The laboratory, after I read this, the laboratory had been mercilessly plundered, and the jars of elixirs and ingredients bore sinister holes through which the hideous creatures had consumed their contents like an exquisite nectar. Luckily, some of the alchemist's inventory survived and now belongs to the Crusaders. Alright. Cool. And with that, move on. There's almost a whole top side of the map to deal with. Now,
In the corner. It's the other bag.
you say that like it's a problem.
I couldn't reach it.
Well,
That's
you know,
not the problem.
do what I did. Grow 2 feet taller.
I'll be 5'8". Will that be tall enough? Why are you putting it on the floor? When salad dressing gets open, it's supposed to go in the fridge.
Okay. I'll just put this over
He
here.
wants to get drunk.
I can get drunk if I wanted to. I just choose not to. Leave me alone. Alright. Well, with all that done, we're just gonna go. Alright. Now, see, if I remember right, Atrocious told me about going to the inconspicuous camp. And as I pointed out last time, I never went back there after my first time hitting there before. So every bit of help that I was supposed to get was completely gone.
Yeah. Well, he's not going to be an advisor at all. Damn. Okay.
Because there's never any
I
prompts.
defend my dream.
Right, what is this? It's just a single lone succubus. Damn. Nothing we can't do it. Let's see. Although we might be in trouble. Might be. Oh no, there's more than one. Wait, hold on. Ember, stop doing that. Use the Burning Arc at will spell you got now. Alright. What's the good news?
I like the salad dressing.
Neat. One moment.
Did I not send it over?
This looks like you did. Alright. Well, the succubi are all gone, along with the one ash giant they had with them. Well, that's it. Let's go. Wannabe ambush. Onward we go. Oh. Hold on. That pause, there's usually a pause when the day goes by. It pretty much just lets you know you're able to move your army units again. I'm not sure if it's supposed to mean that. Alright. Let's see here. We go back to clearing out. Oh, okay. The enemies are retreating, pursue them and fight, let them flee. It basically just means auto win instead of the manual win, if your army's strong enough. Alright. The Crusaders killed the cultists who were gathering an army of wild giants to storm Dresden. Now that Dresden is safe, workers can be transferred from the urgent strengthening of the walls to other important tasks. And with that out the way, we go to the next one. Enemies are retreating. Pursue them and fight. Let them flee. There's a bunch of elementals. Chasing elementals away from their home plains, Crusaders find a huge crystal filled with magical energy. It appears that it was imbued with the elemental force many years ago and convoyed to Dresden but never arrived. Its guards have perished, and the crystal itself, a powerful vessel of magical essence, has been drawing elemental spirits year after year. That's done with now. Alright, save, so I don't have to do this again if I pick a fight I can't win. And let's fight this, take out this demon fort. It's more elementals and cultists. So wind, air elementals, fire elementals, water, cultists, alright, and earth. So I was threw a fireball at the earth and water elementals. Alright, for the most part they're dealt with now. Let's deal with the air elementals as best we can. Clear them down. Shoot down more. Alright, there's 9 left. And the champions deal with the rest. Alright, so no more air elementals. Smite Evil only works on the cultists, so I'll use that there. No one's injured yet, so just move. Oh, wow. Set fire to my scouts. But nothing they can't handle, I hope. Let's see, so... let's focus fire down the fire elementals. Three. Alright, can you finish them off? Alright, the archers finished off them. And then the champions finish off the cultists. Alright, lay on hands on the mounted scouts. Heal up. Well, that's kind of it. Just heal up the rest. And just shoot down the water elementals. Alright, that's it. Everyone that was considered a loss was replenished in the infirmary, so we're good to go. Alright. The fortress was a sanctuary for spellcasting demonologists. The fire that started during the battle spread to the libraries filled with blasphemous knowledge. The glow of this massive fire lights up the dark expanses for miles around. And he leveled up. What do I got? I got magical channeling, arcane magic, and divine magic. Arcane magic. Spells with the arcane descriptor. Okay, the general casts spells with the arcane descriptor as if he has a +5 bonus to power per level of this feat. Right. Arcane. Alright, so basically the damage spells have the arcane, and the healing spells have the divine descriptor. +5% energy recovery. No, we'll grab the arcane magic. Go for the next fight. Let them flee. Alright, what happens here? A gang of demons hunting runaway slaves was not reckoning on facing the commander's conquering forces. Among the bloody corpses, the Crusaders discovered a dark god-forsaken altar fashioned from the teeth of demons' captured victims and the webs of the monstrous mechanical spider retrievers. The soldiers clamored to burn it, but the more tactically minded officers decided not to rush into anything and passed it on to the commander for examination. Draw of the first retrievers. Alright. So we can go on to deal with those. Apparently there's issues with Dresden itself that need to be dealt with. Oh yeah, the diplomatic connections. Diplomatic relations have improved. The council requests the command. See the update. Okay, witches. While exploring Sarkorian lands, a group of scouts stumbled upon a hidden settlement of exiles. Runaway witches and sorcerers practicing forbidden rituals. Criminals in their homeland, they did not welcome the commander's soldiers and made it clear that they did not want anyone meddling in their affairs. So let's establish trade with the settlement, path of the demon, and form the order of the pyre. I guess since I'm not trying to be lawful, I'll choose the one that's neutral. Establish trade with the settlement. No matter how sinister rituals the witches perform, they are not enemies of the Crusaders. You can trade with them. Right, enchanting the crest of the fallen knight. Let's see, issue decree. Glory to the heroes. Right, see this thing. Warriors stuck in the middle of nowhere fighting vicious monsters have to remember why they are fighting and what they are sacrificing their lives for. The soldiers' loyalty will raise once the clerics praise them in front of the gods' eyes. Sure. Development. Moss scouts. Alright. Well, that's everything there. And now on to the inconspicuous camp. Everyone's fatigued. Fine, rest up. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And land makes 6. There. Let's see. Sorry, but you've got no chance. There's no way you'll last longer than me. I'm just more experienced. You have to accept it. No, wait. It looks so easy. You take a spoon, hang it off the tip of your nose. I don't understand. Why does it always fall off? Yeah. So, well, at least they're getting along. Alright. Go to the inconspicuous camp. What's the worst that could happen? Alright. No. What you got for me? Alright, Cranuk's expression brightens as he notices you. How's your applied philosophy? Would you mind discussing an ethical dilemma with me? I grow quite tired of debating only myself. Why not? Then listen well. Imagine there is a person, and you know that he is very, very wrong. For instance, he believes that people enjoy being gutted alive. Don't ask me how he came to this conclusion. He's just odd like that. But he is absolutely convinced that they love it. So from time to time, he guts people just because, you know? He's just such a nice fellow. He doesn't do it because he likes it. He just loves doing good for others. So this odd, obviously made up individual, is he a villain or a good lad? Does he deserve to be executed as a criminal or rewarded for his heart of gold? Are you implying something? Who, me? Of course not. Lawful, he must be executed. Chaotic. First I talked with him. Who knows? Maybe he's not the one who's mistaken. Maybe there's something I don't know. Right. Well, naturally, I'm going to choose the good option. He needs someone to explain to him that actually people don't like being gutted, no matter how stupid that sounds. Well, yes, you need to enlighten the poor chap to stop him from making the most horrible mistake of his life. It is often that do-gooding instinct that demons exploit to ensnare the purest and most merciful of mortals. The first thing you should do if you encounter something strange is to keep a low profile and watch. Don't rush into action before you see the whole picture. What if, let's say, it's not him who's mistaken but you, and people really love to be gutted? Well, this is all, of course, purely theoretical. But what if he's not alone in his beliefs? You tell him that he's mistaken, then he starts screaming, "Seize the heretic!" And then 50 of his fellow believers start beating you within an inch of your life. And all because you acted rashly. Perhaps you're right. You haven't changed my opinion. Cronach shrugs. What can I say? Even my eloquence has its limits. The kobold falls into pensive silence for a moment, or for a few moments, then lets out a gasp. Looking sheepish, he says, "You got me talking and I almost forgot something important. You'll want to see this." He's talking about Winter Sun. Thank you, Atresius. Right. Cronach shows you a pile of open letters. Judging by the handwriting and the quality of the paper, the correspondence was between several people, all of them quite well to do. These notes were written by very foolish folk who decided that there's more to be gained by befriending demons than fighting them. This is just a fraction of their correspondence. They sit in their manors in Nerosian, preoccupied every single day with one and only one thought. How else can they hurt your crusade? They spread rumors about you. They try to block your army's supply chains. They whisper nasty things about you in the Queen's ear. But despite all their influence, they are just amateur conspirators who know nothing about real intrigue. No event disclosing the letters obtained from Cronach. I'll make sure that these letters fall into your associates' hands. Anonymously, of course. I'm not looking for fame. If you order your advisors to make these letters public, bad people will be in enormous trouble. They will wake up every single day with only one thought in their mind, wondering what kind of awful food their prison guard will bring them for dinner.
Yeah, it's sad. But that's only because they talk down on the people that are dying.
Damn. Where did you get that information from?
Yo.
The kobold shrugs indifferently. I just went hunting, shot a bird, and it turned out to be a messenger pigeon. What are the odds, eh?
Yo. Yeah.
Thanks for your help.
Yo.
We agreed that I would help you. I keep my word, as any civilized kobold should.
He's very valuable.
Holy shit! I should have talked to this guy before. All right, maybe you should move to Dresden. Well, I'm not too enthusiastic about dwelling in densely populated locations. Places like that are usually crawling with those eager to bash in a little kobold's scaly skull. But I fully understand that you have enough important things to do besides constantly running to my camp and back. Alright, search for me in Dresden next time, but I have to warn you, I'm not going to stay out in the open. Okay, I have to go. Good luck. I believe you'll need it.
I know that's right.
Okay, so was that a decree or a quest? Yes, I feel say vengeance of course find Morveg. Last gift of Brilliant One is the Blackwater clan. Demon's Heresy is Green Gates. Battered Spirit. Wait for result. Oh yeah, I gotta go talk to Airbeth. Final Sunset of Winter Sun. Gotta go there. What else we got? We got attack out of nowhere. Oh, scout out the ravine southwest of Dresden, or send a scouting party. I can just go there. Dragon's Fate, Tarantula's Lair. Yep. Nothing. Alright. Let's go. Alright. Let's see. So, South Ravine. Conundrum unsolved. Where exactly is it that they wanted me to scout? I've been everywhere here so far. It's southwest of Dresden. So
Have you done with the farm area yet?
farm?
Yeah, when you get to deal with the witches and stuff.
Oh,
The hags.
I haven't dealt with the witches yet.
Yeah.
They didn't come asking me for help until like,
Wait, wait.
yeah. Alright. Nothing else to do here. Let's just have the... Let's go back to it with the one demon... with our demon army slaying. Go! Let them flee. Begging for mercy, one of the imprisoned demons points at an inconspicuous crack in the rock that their unit had been ordered to guard until the arrival of a pack of slaves. Examining the crack, the Crusaders return to the commander and proudly display a handful of shining dust to him. The crevice is home to an adamantine lode. This rare and precious metal will come in useful in the Mendevian army. And there's a pitfall. Apparently I can explore later. For now, let the enemies flee. Alright. During the First Crusade, the Radiant Sarenrae performed a miracle here, granting the Crusaders victory in a battle that was otherwise lost. Years later, during the Second Crusade, the Knights of Mendev clashed with the Army of the Abyss here once again. They fought to the bitter end, but the miracle was not repeated. The carnage was atrocious, and those who fell found no repose, rising again as undead. Now they have found peace in the flames of bonfires. The Crusaders cleansed the blood and dirt from the statue of the sun goddess, lifting the trembling hands of sacred golden lifting the trembling hands the sacred golden symbol from her chest, a relic long believed to have been lost. The faultless daybreak, a relic of Sarenrae. Man, I'm so pissed I can't play. I have to either wait for a toy box to be fixed or start a new campaign with no cheats. Oh no, what a nightmare! Welcome to my world. You can do it. You know about Pathfinder better than me anyway, so you can do it even better than I can. And I'm pulling it off. Alright, let's see. Faultless Daybreak. In the course of the First Crusade, a group of Sarenrae worshipping healers went to the aid of Galfrey's army. However, in the dark of the night, they were attacked by a gang of demons and demon-worshipping cultists who had edged into their rear. Though unskilled in battle, the clerics and healers fought desperately, repelling one attack after another, but the sides were not evenly matched. No one was left to repel the final attack. All of the Serenray adepts were wounded. No one was able to raise their sword, so they met the enemy with prayer, and a miracle happened. The morning broke an hour early, and the first rays of dawn expelled the demons into the abyss. The light healed the most terrible wounds of the mortals and brought the fallen, whether righteous or sinful, back to life. Both the believers and the misguided shed their tears. They fell to their knees as one and prayed to the bright goddess for forgiveness. And forgiveness was granted. Not a single mortal died on that bloody night. The last and the brightest ray of dawn blinded everyone and took the shape of the sacred symbol of Serenray. They named the relic the Faultless Daybreak and placed it on the breast of a statue mounted on the site where the miracle had happened. Neat. All right. Well, at any rate, because I just finished with the orders to Arabeth, just finished. Beth has been appointed squad commander in the Vanguard. Like, I can now, like, have a decree that was taking up her. Oh, never mind. She was useless.
Damn.
I'm sorry. How do I say it? Like, you know, like if you have a order that involves leadership, logistics, diplomacy, and military, you can't double down and have two things done. But apparently, whatever it was that that Arabeth was doing, I couldn't do. I couldn't give any orders for that.
Anyway.
Yeah, for that category anyway. Everything's waiting for diplomacy. Well, most of everything. Except for this one waiting for leadership. Disclosing the letters obtained from Krenak. The Kobo Krenak provide. Well, I don't even need to read this. I can't do it until Glory to the Heroes is done. Ah, well. Let's go. So with that out the way, let's go back to the cleansing of all demonic influence. There's this one demon way over here somewhere. I should really go have him dealt with too. He's just hiding in the one little area. Unavailable. Before I forget, I gotta go to Dresden. I need to check to see how many of these forts have a teleportation circle. Okay. It'll be finished. The teleportation in Dresden will be finished in a day. Wonderful. Alright. Let's see. Where else? Over here. In Villarest Ford's post, we'll build another one. Where? I can't. Oh my god, I hate that. I have to upgrade the post before I'm able to build yeah, before I could build the what's it called? The teleportation circle.
Is your place a fortress yet?
Oh, Dresden's already a fortress. So I could build the teleportation circle there, but I have to tell the logistics to stop everything before I can upgrade anything else. Oh well. Moving on to deal with the next one. Broken cart. Okay, this demon army is able to fight. So I might be in trouble. Fire elementals. Earth elementals and cultists. So we throw a fireball. It didn't deal with all of them. And there's over 100. To be fair, we are cutting them down pretty quick. Heal up. I feel like it's a waste to try to heal the scouts right now. Now it would make sense too. But the biggest issue right now is the fire elementals. Alright. Another fireball. Try to deal with the rest of these cultists. Alright, they're not dealt with, but how many I have to worry about is significantly lower. And again, we'll focus on dealing with the fire elementals first. Fire elementals are down. And heal. Heal the scouts up. Heal the archers up. Then we're gonna try to deal with the cultists. Just because they're the less durable of the two. Alright. Let's see. No. Alright. Heal the champions. See. Fine. Alright. No point in doing anything other than a Scorching Ray. Done. I know I can play without cheats, but then it would be impossible for me to ascend. Because I am not dealing with the crusade with no cheats. It's not impossible, it's just too much of a pain in the ass for you. And there's no inventory management too. No, there's inventory. Well, technically there's inventory management with the sorting. Like you can sort items out, and there's even a search option. But yeah, I haven't managed my inventory in half a year.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
What is it?
Damn.
You don't know what you got.
Alright, hold on. Unexpectedly, the enemy leader's tent turns out to be ship-shaped and tidy. Behind glass, an Arcanamarium magical college diploma hangs on the post. In the chest, there's a ceremonial graduation robe and several magical inventions and patents, the brainchild of the late cultist leader. One can only speculate on the tragedies that made him lead such a wretched existence. We got a bow. Eye for an eye. A +3 short bow. That whenever it lands a hit, it deals an extra D12 piercing damage. And this is why it was weapons like this that made me want to make sure that we had somebody focused on short bows. Let's see. So it's either this. Hold on. Whoa. Hold up. Maybe not. Whenever the Hunter's Assurance, whenever this +3 bleed composite short bow confirms a critical hit, the enemy suffers a stacking -1 penalty to armor class. What does bleed do?
Potentially.
Yeah, D6 per round. Does that stack?
Yes.
Bleed stacks?
Yo.
Well, then this is way better than the Hunter's Assurance, than the Eye for an Eye. Shit.
Depending on the effect.
Let me see. Whenever it lands a hit, the enemy suffers an additional D12. Does that mean the 2 shots from Rapid Shot would stack the D12s? Since it's 2 separate arrows?
Yeah.
We'll have them hold on to both. Because I don't rightly know which one to focus on. Because, you know, you can run into enemies that don't bleed. Like the undead. Alright, gonna save that. Alright, that one demon army there was standalone. That was it. I can't even progress further on this map there. I'm going to see if I can go through to fight the demons here. Kill this fort. Bleed is only 1d6 extra. I fight stacks, and it's like a continuous every round. It's an extra d6. But you're right. In terms of short-term bursts, probably be better to go for the other one. So then to that. Okay, we'll use Fireball. Kill off the incubi. Sit still for now. Alright, the incubus are dead. And then use Smite Evil on them. You get D12 guaranteed bonus piercing. That's better. True. Alright, I'll use that. Because he's right. The bleed damage doesn't work on some enemies. The D12 damage is absolutely guaranteed. Right. Scorching Ray. These cultists are... There's a lot of these cultists. We're just gonna sit back and wait. I want to try to cull the number of them before... Oh, wait. No, here we go. Heal others. Heal the archers. Alright. I don't have to worry about using the general's ability again. The army's strength is actually enough to take them out now. Alright. Here's hoping there's no losses. Yep, no losses. Alright, I'm good to go. Alright. Huge clefts have been hewn into the rocky land, leaving only a high, narrow passage, wide enough for a rank of only 5 soldiers. Demons put up a fierce defense of the cliffs above, but were slaughtered. So now Crusaders can take control of this advantageous defensive position. Save. And with that out the way, we're going to go down. Down, around, deal with this army here. And then go back up to deal with this army up here. That should be everything. As for you, what else is there? 16 hours? No. I can teleport to Dresden now, right? A day's passed? Nope. Alright, screw it. We'll map out the area. Oh, marked rock. It's your lucky day, marked rock. I'm bored enough to want to go and check out everything here. Evade. What's in the marked rock? Oh, it's just samples. It was just materials. There was nothing really of value. Now I can teleport to Dresden. It's fine. Fine. We'll just go inside. We're already in Dresden. We'll talk to Arabeth, tell her to cheer up, and then move on.
Wow.
Like that's literally the whole quest was like you use your military authority to make a feel better mission for Arabeth. Oh, hold on. We got more diplomacy. Lady Konami. Commander, upon hearing word of your victory in the Battle of Dresden, many leaders in Avestan have considered taking a more active supporting role in the crusade. Fighting demons in the name of saving the world is a prestigious endeavor, especially when the war is going well. Though the one whose help is accepted first will increase their standing in the political arena, which is why the powers are now competing for the right to conclude an alliance with Mendev before their rivals do. Nerosian has already chosen which of them is to be favored, Isger. We've been building an alliance with that nation for a long time, and now the capital is expecting you to address the steward of Isger with an official offer to support you. Lastwall is Mendev's most trusted ally. If we are to ask someone for support, it should be them, the Shining Crusade. Thanks, Socio. What say we invite the Sword Lords of Brevoy to this party? The righteous Mendevian knights just love those hot-headed provincials who'll draw their weapons and challenge you to a duel at the drop of a hat. And get this, they win such duels. Nerosian will be ecstatic to have allies like these. And I hope the demons will enjoy their company as well. Just a note, or just as a note, We happen to have a neighbor who's got barely any presence in the crusade. I'm talking about Numeria. It's believed to be too wild and barbaric to have any dealings with. How about we show everyone how wild and barbaric tribes can fight, and invite them to play a bigger part in our war? Thank you, Len, I guess. Okay, why does Nerosian decide whose help I should accept? Because you are, with all due respect, one of Her Majesty's subjects. Lady Konomi's voice grows sterner, but after a moment subsides into a more confiding tone. And because it took great effort for Mendev's diplomatic corps to win Isger over and ensure you would receive their help. Are you confident that the allies you choose yourself will be as reliable? We can't call everyone for help? I wish we could, but we can't. The Chalaxians and their colonies can't stand the Andorans. Malthun is at war with Nermaphus. Nidal and Latswall are at the daggers drawn, and all of them envy the wealth of Absalom, protest against the godlessness of Druma, and fear the revolutionary plague of Galt. They can tolerate each other in small doses, but an official letter from the commander summoning one of the nations to assist the crusade will lead to, shall we say, an eruption of toxic volcanoes across half the courts of Avestan. So I'm afraid you'll have to choose which of your allies is most desirable to you. Okay. Let's see what the council has to say. Lady Konomi's voice turned silken and somewhat condescending. Commander, we both realize that Mendev's political interests lie beyond the competence of this council. The decision has already been made in the capital. Nerosian has shown courtesy and concern for your authority by allowing you to implement the decision yourself. See, you are dangerously close to making me angry. I trust my own council more than the royal council. You're right, there's no room for discussion. We'll do what the capital wants us to do.
Damn.
Yeah, if I was lawful. I trust my own council more than the royal council. Indeed, what could Her Majesty's most loyal servants possibly know about diplomacy? Let us listen to the council. Socio, why do you suggest we accept Lastwall's aid? The Shining Crusade of Lastwall and Mendev have much in common. We protect Golarion from demons. They fight the undead and the legacy of Tar-Baphon, the Whispering Tyrant. Like us, last folk are used to eternal war. They are persistent, vigilant, and know how to oppose baleful magic. Their swords will aid us on the front lines, and the watchful eye of their inquisitors will do us much good on the home front, where the spies of the Ivory Labyrinth roam. Tar-Baphon was a powerful wizard king who ruled central Avestan at the end of the 9th century. Killed by the god Eredin himself, he rose as the Lich known as the Whispering Tyrant, and ruled the country of Ustalav for centuries. He was finally defeated by the Shining Crusade in 3827 and imprisoned within his capital of Gallowspire. Alright. Dayron, what benefit do the Sword Lords offer us? A whole slew of benefits. We'll see some fresh blood in this war. Poke the oh-so-formal Nerosian with a stick. Recruit excellent fighters, proud as peacocks, just begging for a chance to prove themselves. And besides, This alliance can be easily arranged. Dayron smiles wistfully. I used to take private fencing lessons from a certain sword lord of high standing. Fencing didn't work out, but her lesson was gorgeous. Dayron, isn't this going a little far? We can't make decisions of such importance just because you had an affair with a Brevin. Quiet, Celsius, what do you know? Let's not be too hasty. Alright, hold on.
He's got the money.
Lan, what do you think Numeria will join us? If we treat them as equals, they will. They may be barbarians by the standards of lands like Mendev, but nobody can call them cowards. And many of them are descendants of the Sarkorians who fled to their Kellet kin in Numeria. We'll remind them about the time they were wronged by the demons, and whole clans of Avengers will answer the call. Lan, you are so passionate about finding new friends. Together, you will, let's see, sit by the bonfire, play some dissonant musical instruments, pick your teeth with knives. What else do savages do for fun?
Yep.
We dance around naked, obviously. Sorry, I can't bring you along. They'll make fun of me for having such a scrawny friend. See, Lady Konami, there's a reason why Numeria hasn't been invited to join the crusade. Needless to say, I personally do not share this prejudice against them, but not all sovereigns of Avestan feel the same way. Some will find it beneath them to be involved in the same crusade as barbarians. Lady Konami, what sort of help can we expect from Isgur? Isgur is a nation locked in a constant territorial struggle with goblin tribes. Countless battles have tempered their army, taught them not to fear losses, and granted experience in both the military craft and the cultivation of untamed lands. Their formidable combat sorcerers would be of great use to Dresden. Would you not agree? There is, however, another reason to pursue an alliance with them. Isgur is a protectorate of Cheliax, and with such a mighty patron at their back, they have no shortage of resources or troops. By establishing friendly relations with Isgur, we can strengthen our ties with a powerful neighbor in the south. The value of such an alliance is indisputable. Cheliax. Infernal Cheliax remains one of the most powerful military nations in the Inner Sea region. Its control of the Arc of Eredin, the passage between the Inner Sea and the Arcadian Ocean, also gives it a vital role in much of the region's trade. Nevertheless, as important as the nation may be today, it pales in comparison to its former imperial glories. Today, Cheliax suffers some extreme diabolism and tyranny, which prevent it from truly achieving its full potential. Internal observers, including the new nobility of Cheliax, firmly believe that Asmodeus and Hel serve Cheliax and assist in maintaining the power necessary for Cheliax to assume its rightful role among the leading nations of the Inner Sea. So I'm not picking the Devil Nation.
Yeah, it's literally ruled by that completely. They
yeah.
have literally half devils
yeah,
there.
I'm doing the angel run, people. That's out of the question.
Okay.
All right, continue. Lady Konami, I do not doubt that only your innate modesty forbids you from mentioning the innumerable bribes received by Nerosian diplomats for facilitating this alliance. I imagine Cheliax was most generous.
Yeah.
However, among the funds that make their way into our army's coffers, I could not spot a single coin of Cheliaxian mintage. So, why should we help you? Thank you, Derek.
At least none of your money came to us. I can't say, and you getting stuff from the devil. I'm like, come on now.
If you're gonna get paid, like at least pass some of that money my way. What the fuck? All right, I've made my decision. It is my hope that your decision won't disappoint the Royal Council. Wait, why does it act like this is again a new option? So, just say, that's why it's here. Right, made my decision. Okay, Socio is right. We will ask Lastwall for help and get some Inquisitors. Infantry specializing in slaying spellcasters. Let's see. Darren, send delegates to the Sword Lords. Duelists. Land, send ambassadors to Numerian, which gives us barbarians. And Lady Konomi can give us the sorceress, but that's like clearly evil. Alright, we'll go for the Inquisitors. Socio is right. We will ask Lastwall for help. It will be done. The Shining Crusade are without equal in their ability to fight evil sorcery. They will help us both on the battlefield and in the hunt for unknown traitors. I won't detain you any longer, Commander. I'll need time to resolve the scandal your decision will cause in the capital. Once it subsides, I will assemble the diplomatic council once more. Thaberdine. Okay. You see a Kelid around 50 years old, dressed in a doublet that looks older than its owner. Once it may have been expensive, but now it is worn and patched. A scabbardless sword hangs on its belt, covered in such a thick layer of rust that it looks more like a club. Phew. His flushed, swollen face, spongy nose, and the dark circles beneath his eyes suggest that he is a heavy drinker. When he opens his mouth to speak, your suspicion is confirmed by the stench of stale alcohol on his breath. So you're the commander, huh? It's a cozy little place you've got yourself here. All these walls, polished furniture, solid, commendable. Why, I think I'll give you a medal for this. A medal, you're too kind. And who are you? Soldiers, throw this drunkard out of here. No. And who are you? The man groans as he straightens up, affecting a proud, noble bearing insofar as his decrepitude allows. You will be pleased to know that I am Thaberdine Quintissimus Hierophantile, rightful heir to the throne of Iz and Alsar-Chorus. Knowledge world check passed. Everyone knows that no king has ever ruled over Alsar-Chorus, and there is no throne in Iz. How would you know? Have you been to Iz? Have you seen it with your own eyes? You haven't. And if you haven't, maybe there was one. My pops used to tell me about the throne in the palace. It was gold all over, and it was encrusted with all manner of crusty things, like diamonds and fire ants, rubies and buboes. Couldn't take your eyes off it. That's what kind of throne it was. And it's all mine by right. Can you prove your claim to the throne? Of course, we aren't just some swindlers. We have all the evidence. Here, look. He takes the rusty sword from his belt and shows you the hilt. which features a nearly worn-off golden crest. The grinning animal it depicts most closely resembles a shabby possum. Here, the royal Smilodon is the ancient symbol of the rulers of Sarkoris. I've also got a wart on my chest, in the shape of a crown. Of course I'm the heir to the throne. And for those who don't believe me, well, they can get lost, that's what I say. Let them go to Pelora's Fall, where all the kings of Sarkoris are buried. There, my entire family tree has been written in stone. Go and read for yourselves. Pelora's Fall? What's that? Are you deaf or what? You should drink a pine needle infusion. It'll do wonders for your ears and your eyes too, I'm telling you. All the dead Sarkorian kings are in the ground there, in mausoleums, tumborials, and those whatchamacallits, obelisks, that's right. And it's all written there, about my ancestors and about me too. Just go look, and everything will make sense. By every law of the land, I'm king. We was kings. Oh my god, that's so terrible. Alright, what do you think you're entitled to? Let's see. We are simple people. We don't need much. I mean, no, that's not what I meant. We aren't simple people, not simple at all. And we need a great deal. A king's palace, a throne, lands. But all that can wait until you take back Iz and make all the demons leave. As for now, I wouldn't mind having a king's residence here in Dresden. A place to sleep and some hot food. That'd be a start. Alright,
Is was a freedom for Arcane and Arcanus and Druids before the Inquisitors did their campaign, and also where Arushalay hails from.
well, I can't choose the trickster path. Wait, Arushalay's a succubus.
I'm sorry, not Arushalay. What's her name? Arusha Vorlay.
Arilu Vorlash?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's what she is.
Their names sound similar, I get it. Alright, well, we can't choose the trickster path, so
Before she became a witch.
gotta choose the only other option. I see. Soldiers, throw this imposter out of here. Hey, why? How could you? Some commander you are.
And hung the shamans. Hung the shaman. Spiritual.
Alright. Arabeth, are you feeling better now? Let's see. Nope. Are you kidding me? So, was it done or what? No, whatever. Guess we'll deal with it later. In the meantime, since I'm here, go sell this stuff. He's closest. Huh. Guess there wasn't a whole lot.
We march ahead.
See, is Krenuk in here? Let's see. So far, no. If Krenuk's in here, he's not in it. He's not just on the world map of Dresden, or on the open map of Dresden. He's not in the Citadel. So he's either hiding in the inn, the jewelry store, the inn, the tavern, the prison, a random house, an abandoned building, barracks, or the temple. Okay. Rest up. Man could have rested there, but whatever. Good city. You like being with me? Maybe you'd rather be flying about the river city with your crow friends. See. Alright, so there's nothing over here. Alright. Go over to you. Let's go kill some more demons. Let them flee. Right. The mine was once filled with the undead, but it has now been cleaned. When demons got close to the mine to save themselves, the miners blocked the entrance, hoping that help would arrive before they starved to death. Alas, help never arrived, and those trapped suffered a truly horrible fate. A real pity that. Let them flee. Alright. It looks like the commander of this unit must have taken part in the attack on Canabras. What else would explain the item in his chest, looted from the Tower of Estrade Museum that the Crusaders found? The unavoidable drill. +3 light pick. Ability doubles the threat range. Oh yeah, it's a keen. Yeah, it's just a keen +3 weapon. Whenever it hits an enemy with damage reduction, the damage reduction is decreased by 1 until the end of combat. Neat. Okay, now I'm afraid of Toy Box not being allowed by Owlcats EULA. Why? Why would they do? What's the point? It's a one-player game. Oh no. Did they make something that involves multiplayer? If the mod is no longer supported, I'm screwed. No Ascension for me. Is it really impossible to get Ascension without it?
Well, it is when they're scanning the computers for bugs. Is that thing creating bugs for?
I doubt that should happen. I guess it could. There's no real way to know. Traveling merchants. We'll ignore them. I don't have that kind of money. I'm just trying to fill up the map. Rest.
Your spirit is exceptionally strong. You not only recognized your deeds, you tried to atone for them. That warrants respect.
I always just want to abandon it all and run away, back to my old life. But that's not possible. I can only move forward.
No, it's possible to get Ascension without it, but I don't want to try hard the game. I don't get it. What is the main thing that makes it hard for you to seek Ascension? That's a phrase. Alright, this army should be able to move again. Alright, let's see. We have effectively liberated this entire section of demonic influence. We'll have you go over here. Mainly the crusade. How so? No. Let's see. Master of maneuvers, right. Recruit some of them. So I can recruit more shield bearers. Like crusade management now. So you need to do crusade management in order to get it, you mean? Yeah. Free search for new units. Sure, go for it. We got more shield bearers. Search for more units. What do we got? We got more shield bearers. Are you kidding me? Let's look at that. Okay, combine. Look for the Inquisitors. We'll take the Inquisitors. Toy Box has allowed me to increase the numbers of my armies, essentially denying any encounters from fighting me. Without that, I actually have to play those fights, and I am not okay with that. Ah. I'm going to try to go this way. Into Pitfall. Oh, okay. It's just more equipment that I can find. Sure. Nothing to really write home about. Wait. See, can you move yet? Oop. Rest. I fed your crow the way she was hopping around my bag of food. You'd think she hadn't eaten for a month. Oh, don't believe her. Sue is clever and is just pretending to be hungry. I fed her only half an hour ago. Alright. Let's see. Slow down, search here. Alright, you continue this way. We're gonna finish off this one demon army. I realize I should have saved before I did this, but like, I'm confident I can beat them. I got fireballs now. First, gotta deal with the Minotaur axe throwers. With a fireball, I should be able to clear out both of them. The Vanguard and the axe throwers. Yep, 2 down. Alright, deal with the axe throwers left. Just run up and take a swing. Shoot them down, and they pop like a balloon. Let's see, Smite Evil on the Vanguard. What they do barely counts as anything. How they were considered a strength of 7 is beyond me. But they're down. Alright. The Lord of the Minotaurs had the unholy symbol of Rovagug, the Destroyer, around his neck. The Crusaders decided to hand the pieces of this dark relic over to the commander. It's not an actual item. Okay. And then Orc Double Axe. Alright. With that out the way, that battle's done. I'm trying to think where else to go. There's this one demon army of 7 that's near the Gargoyle Canyon. We'll rush down there. When it can be done, anyway. And the Crusade is bugging me with other stuff. Oh, yeah, the relic has been augmented. Alright. So, we got the belt. I'll look into that later. Enchanting the Crest of the Fallen Knight. The clerics are divided on whether Melander Lins was a hero or a blackguard. Some want to pray to good deities for him, others wish to stigmatize his name. Let's see if we pray. Melander's penance. Let's see, the wearer of this belt. While wearing this belt, a monk can spend 1 key point to enshroud the target's heart and lungs in the fine veil of emerald. Affected creature becomes more fragile, getting a -2 penalty to armor class. Also has to pass a fortitude saving throw DC 19, or all bludgeoning damage it receives is multiplied by 1.5 till end of combat. That's pretty good. Don't have a monk though. Melander's Insult. Let's see. You cover yourself in an invisible corrupted fire. Under its effects, all your fire spells deal 2d6 additional 2d6 unholy damage. You become immune to fire, but gain weakness to cold and holy damage. We'll choose that one. Shame the Fallen Knight Lens. Alright. Melander Lenz attained a level of truth available to few. He realized that war is darkness, evil, and bloodshed, and light has no place in it. Lenz could become a hero of the crusade only by casting off his doubts and venturing as far into the darkness as was required. His great feats would atone for his sins, but Lenz was weak. This is why he died a man of no account. For this reason, creed-bound priests scorned his pathetic name, and his legacy was desecrated. The ends don't justify the means. Let's see. Disclosing letters obtained from Krenak. The Cobalt Krenak provided the commander with letters implicating a number of prominent individuals in Nerosian and having connections with the demons. These people are plotting against the crusade, impeding supply shipments, and striving to discredit the commander. The disclosure of these letters will put an end to their conspiracy. Finance points income increases by 50. Material point income increases by 5. Issue the decree. It'll take 21 days to deal with. While I could deal with the other relics, I'd rather deal with helping those in need. By spending the funds of the crusade to assist those in need, the commander will raise morale of the army and show that good deeds are more important for him than pompous ceremonies. Crusade morale increased by 10 or 20 if crusade morale is below 0. Guess I could attempt the test of the Starstones, maybe? What's the test of the Starstones? I actually don't know, so I'm hoping you're giving an answer. I think that's it for the whole decree commander management part of this. I need to look it up. Alright, fair enough. Let's see, where else to go? There's the Ashen Grotto. I never actually did go into the Temple of the Good Hunt. Crimson Dust. Grimwood. I've been to Grimwood already. And there's the Blackwater clan. Don't think there's much else to worry about. Alright. Let's go towards the broken cart. We found that one. And what's the enemy that supposedly snuck up on me?
I won't let you hurt my friends.
Gibberellith and an Ash Giant. And a Grown Nabasu. As I feared, it's only beating the game on unfair difficulty. Do you think it's possible? He's taking a sweet time. frankly, I'll be struggling a lot, but I can attempt it.
Let us not hesitate.
Alright. Well,
I will help where I can.
I will see this through.
right. Best of luck. Hopefully you can pull it off.
No reason to pause.
But like, if you're going on unfair difficulty, I imagine you'd have to like be real try hard with it.
I will guide us.
Alright. The enemies there were a little too powerful for my taste. I don't think we should be trying to go there, this area, anytime soon. Quite frankly speaking, well, I don't feel like I should be out leveled because I can fight the demons in this area. So maybe I should just keep going. But for now, I will save. We keep going. Let's see. Yeah. I went the wrong way. Evade enemies. Nah, I don't think I can pull off managing every character's leveling up. Yeah, I don't think you can get away with just doing a random character thing. Your wing makes the perfect umbrella. Thank you for keeping me dry when it rains. And if I fold my wing like this, it makes a little shelter. Well, as I was saying, yeah, I don't think you can get away with trying to make a use the character, like even the regular party in unfair difficulty. You'd probably have to make an entirely unique band of adventurers. You know, aside from the beginning of the game. See, Darachne. They're not really all that important. They're like, what's the fight? Oh God, no! Oh no! I totally didn't see the enemy behind.
The goddess protects us.
Except when she doesn't. Okay. Well, we're fine. We're fine. Let's see. Are you able to move yet? Okay, finally. What? Primitive altar. Okay, whatever. Save. Alright. Now go to the broken cart. Loot it. Evade enemies. I'm just trying to get through the majority of this map figured out. Save. Wait, what time is it? Now hold on, let me check. Oh crap, I'm way past time.
Defeat is not an option.
Alright, we'll just finish off these guys and then call it. Let's see. Oh. Hey Heimdall! You came at the end of the stream. I was like, today. There you go. Well, it was pretty good. No real deaths. We found that
Godspeed.
there was some issues. A patch update came in for what's it called? At least I came. Felt good. I am glad you made it. Yes. Better late than never, as they say. Whoever says that. Alright. But, well, oh yeah. We go on with the sign off. Thank you everyone who was able to come by for this run of Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Just saw it. Cool. Anyway, I will be back on tomorrow. And until then, please take care. Trouble with it. Apparently, it's preventing mods from being used. So if you're hoping to use a mod, then you're kind of screwed. Aside from that, since I don't use them, I'm not actually affected too much. Take care. Give